everybody, welcome back to ContinueQuest. My name is Tom, and I'm here with my friends Nick and Paul.
Cool song. I loved it.
Thanks.
I love that song.
Thank you.
We were talking about RNG in games. And we were talking about how people don't like it. Last week we were talking about that. And we were talking about how people don't like it anymore. And how I was playing Blood Bowl 2, which is extremely RNG. Get people... I understand a complaint where...
What does that mean? You keep using that word.
Random number... Or it's just like random number generator.
He doesn't know.
I thought you were talking about some kind of delicious like
Run and gun.
orange drink.
Orangey.
Like orangine?
Orangina.
Like a tangerine, but orange?
Orangina.
Orange
Yeah.
Julius.
Orange Julius.
I like that.
I think it's random number generator, but it means it's randomness. It means basically it's the fact that you could click jump, but there's a randomness built in that the jump might not work, or something like that.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that in a platformer because it's highly Twitch based, and like people seem to like Twitch based games now because you can perfect them and become the best game player at it by just being good. But I kind of like. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that even in that there is still some RNG because life just works that way. But I think what's cool about a game that's heavily reliant on randomness, like Blood Bowl, what's cool about it is it models after life, like Dom said, like real football. Real football, the statement any given Sunday is that on any given Sunday, any team could beat any other team because of the randomness of fate and life and just how things work out. And that's what's kind of cool about Blood Bowl is that even if you're the best player in the world, you could play the worst player and you could just have shit luck and lose. And yes, that's frustrating, but it's also true to life, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like that it's true to life in that sense. I don't know. I just find that interesting.
I'm always more interested. I brought this up last episode a little bit, but I'm always more interested to play a game that's a sports game that isn't a sim.
Right.
I want to play something that feels like basketball, but is something different.
Right. Yeah, the best, like, I enjoy the new games, like NHL especially. I enjoy those, but I still prefer the simple NES versions of those games.
97, NHL 97 on Genesis is so much fun.
It's so good. Because the cool thing is, it's realistic enough that you get the feel of playing real hockey, of that you're playing hockey, but there's, like we've talked about with a lot of stuff, stylization involved. And because of that, it's arcadey, and it almost feels more real when it's arcadey like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's got that action that video games have always had. It's that arcadey feel where it's like you kind of just pick it up and go. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was on your point.
I don't know. Hold on, there's some sort of fight happening.
Yeah, what is going on? I'm gonna go look.
You gonna look?
That's how I'm gonna report on this.
I think it's my guess. The kids that live next door are coming home, and they're just being loud. That happens. What are you seeing, Dom? Dom's not seeing anything?
Looks like it's nothing, guys.
Looks like nothing. Turns out it was nothing. The fun thing about doing the show at my house is FedEx shows up sometimes. Also, I live in the city, so just crazy people will walk by and be loud sometimes.
Your street is like surprisingly active.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like this side street that trash blows down.
Well, the thing is, I live next to, my block is 2 blocks down from a major shopping center with like a Kmart and a bunch of other shit in it, which is interesting in the city.
Kmart and a bunch of other depressing shit.
Yeah, well, one's shut down. One's just a shut down.
What was it? A Child's World, it's called?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a shop down there. I don't know if the sign was still up, but it was called like a Child's World. And
that sounds like a very happy place.
Yeah. The last time I saw it, it was like covered in snow and like dilapidated. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
This is a child's world in Philly.
This is a child's world. Welcome to the world, boys.
But it's an odd thing to live near in the city because, mostly in the city you just have rows of homes and tall buildings and stuff like that. This is like a strange shopping area in the center of the city. So I do get trash because there's dumpsters down there, and people don't know how to put trash into dumpsters properly, and it blows down the street occasionally. Mm-hmm. But also, a lot of people take my street to walk down to those shopping centers, so we get a lot of through traffic and a lot of crazies.
bringing up the topic of living in Philadelphia, I will ask the both of you.
Yeah.
Since we've seen this fight before, where Nick knows what he's doing
I do
now.
want to know,
So.
I'm
are
on
you going
autopilot,
to kill Yeller earlier?
Yeah, so my plan is kill black, kill yellow, green, then red.
What about pink? You already
Killed
got pink?
already, yep.
Living in Philadelphia.
Fuck
Yes.
me.
I want to say 3, but I'm gonna limit it to 1. And if you want to do more, you can. What's one thing you love about living in Philadelphia? One thing you could change. If there's one thing you could change about Philadelphia to make it a better place, what would you do? Because I feel like you guys know what the city needs somewhat. You've been here for some time.
So you want me to pick one of each?
Yeah, go ahead and do one of each.
What I love about it... First thing that comes to my mind is affordable, but that's not the main thing. Philly is a very affordable city.
Shit.
Probably because of a lot of its drawbacks, but that's kind of what's cool about it. But that's not the thing that I love. What I love about Philly, it's a very real city. Mm-hmm. It's not a lot of pretense
Jesus.
to it. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Fuck me.
Are you going to lose this, Nick?
I don't know. I hope not.
He's going to fucking blast you with that ice.
Oh, that's not so bad.
It's a very affordable city, but it's a very real city. There's not a lot of... if you go to a big city, there's a lot of like people that show up and they're like, I'm important because I live here. I
Yeah.
made this. But I don't think many people in Philadelphia feel that way. Everyone here is
No.
just kind of... Dom, you say it a lot. There's a lot, like, great art comes out of places that are a little depressed.
Yeah.
And I mean, Philadelphia, like, it's once great city, once capital of this nation, and it has fallen on hard times, but there's a vibrant community of artists and young people that have taken the city and are making it into their city.
Yeah, it's really becoming a special place.
Yeah.
There's a shot in Creed that I love that I felt was so true to the city and also in or the area and just kind of like represents kind of like the sadness of the winter is when Rocky's at Adrian's grave and he's sitting there and it's like he's sitting there, but then most of the shot is the background of like these trees with no leaves on them, and it's just like the cold winter day.
Yeah.
And like I think it's like overcast too.
Yeah.
And it's just like it just looks so depressing. And
Right.
other cities and other parts of the world are obviously depressing like that.
Yeah.
But like that is so Philadelphia to me when I think of like Philly, like half of the year it's like that,
Yeah.
or like a third of the year, a quarter. But anyway, it can be a sad place, but it's a beautiful place as well.
But yeah, I mean the thing about living in a place that has changes of seasons is that yes, it is kind of depressing in the winter, but you get that it gives you appreciation. For
I know,
the nice
I appreciate
times,
it. Yeah, I know, I mean, I got to come back here for about a week or so, and we got hit with a blizzard, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was cool.
You know what I love about the snow? Quick side tangent. Is that people are like, I hate the snow, Yeah, it's an inconvenience, but the thing I love about the snow is that everybody walks around like they're king shit, man. Like they can kick anyone's ass on the block, and they're so important, driving around in their car, whipping around people, getting in front of people, cutting people off, you know? Everybody's so important. They're such men. But then the storm rolls around, nobody's outside. It's like Mother Nature comes by and goes, you shut the fuck up. You know?
You get in your fucking house.
That's what I love. It's like the silence of the snow.
The great humbler.
Yeah, it's a great
The
humbler.
great equalizer.
Yeah, it's like you ain't shit because if you were, you'd be out here doing something.
Yeah.
But you ain't shit.
Yep. Yeah, I love that about it. Like it was awesome when it snowed at the like height of the storm, like right when it like calmed down right after it, because it was just quiet.
Yeah.
And just you could go outside. What the fuck just happened? Did you do
I
that?
did some magic.
Ooh, yeah, that really helps.
One thing that I would change about the city, I wish Philly was a little bit more accessible via public transportation. I think it's kind of a bad public transportation city.
Better than LA, definitely.
Yes, I've
Way
heard that
better
LA is
than
pretty
LA.
much non-existent.
I mean, you can get around. If I think this area that you're in, Paul, is like a little away from.
Yeah, my
the
neighborhood's a little off. Yeah.
Public transportation, but if you live in like South Philly or Northern Liberties or Fishtown, like you can get to a subway and get down to the stadiums or anywhere pretty quickly. And the bus systems. I rode some night buses one time coming home from an extended Phillies game. It's an interesting time, but I rode all over the city right into West Philly.
Oh, nice.
You can take the trolley in West Philly too.
Yeah, you can take a trolley in
Northern
Fishtown
Libs,
and Northern Liberties
yeah,
too.
that's right.
It's a cool little thing, and that's one of the fun things about that area is it has a trolley in it, and they redid the entire trolley line and then they did the entire trolley line again, and then just to fix up the like tracks and stuff like that and make them new. And then all these like young couples are moving in and like taking over the main street where that trolley exists, and they complain that it was too loud. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking railroad in the middle of the street. Yes, it's loud.
Yeah.
You moved into the place where there was a railroad on the street. You should have known about that. So they had dug up the entire thing again this last year. When you moved back for a brief period, the whole area was under construction. They finally finished it.
Oh,
they
wow.
redid the entire street again so that it's quieter for those people.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
What? Why was money spent on that?
Dude, it's ridiculous.
That's some white shit.
That's some white ass shit right there.
Nick, what is one of your... I know you're in the heat of the battle here.
No, it's cool. Yeah, like I
Favorite?
was born here. I live here. I mean, I briefly moved out. Not briefly, for majority of my life.
Did
I
you
moved
live in
out.
the city though when you were younger?
Yeah, we lived in the city until I was 4.
Okay,
And
so
then-
you don't really remember it that much.
I mean, I remember a little bit. Like I had some friends on the street and stuff like that. We would like hang out and play in the street and stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds so shitty. Ugh.
Play stickball.
Go play in the street.
But in Philly you do.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Um,
In any city you do.
but yeah, I'm glad we moved back. I never really.
Real quick, you gotta play in the street because a city is streets and buildings, and that's about it. So it's the only place that you really can play.
What should I do? Should I?
You'll get a turn with Peach next, right?
Yeah, I'm just afraid that if I attack,
Then you won't be able
They're
to
gonna
group
take out
hug.
Peach.
I'm gonna wind up having to like.
You might as well heal Peach, yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
just do her so she like gets it.
Who's left alive right now?
The red, yellow, and green.
So the worst of the three. Yeah, see, he would
Damn.
kill her.
Solid. Solid.
Woo! All right. Yeah, so I'm glad we moved back to the city. I'd never, when I was like, a teenager, I was like, I don't know if I could live in the city. It looks stupid. But like,
It looks stupid.
I'm like glad we moved back. It's. I wish I would have done it when I was younger. I wish I would have like stayed here when I was in college and stuff. I commuted when I went to college.
Uh-huh.
I think I would have got more out of the city if I did that.
Yeah, I hung out a lot in the city when I was younger, but I would still lived in the suburbs, and I kind of, like, living in a city is so cool when you're young because you can live really cheaply if you want to.
Yeah.
You kind of live that bohemian cheap lifestyle.
Fuck.
And there's something really nice about that, like, kind of scrape. It's like you can live that college life that you lived for so long, even longer in the city if you really want. You can extend it out pretty well
Yeah.
into your 20s if you want to.
Well, it's a pretty affordable city. I mean, I was living in a house with... Granted, there was 3 other people in the house, but there was 4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
But I was paying $300 a month.
Yeah, you can fucking
Yeah,
live
it's
cheap
killer.
as shit
Yeah.
in Philadelphia.
So, I mean, that was a 3-story house
Yeah.
that we were living in South Philly.
Yeah. What was your
Um,
thing that you like though about the city, Nick?
I just like being near all this stuff. Like it's close to work, close to my wife's work. God damn it.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that I like a lot too, is like proximity. There's just so much cool shit to do. In the suburbs, you go to the same 5 places over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Sucks.
just like what's close by. Like here, like everything is close by, so it.
There's a certain life to the area.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 pick-me-ups. You're gonna need them for the Zord fight too, though.
Yeah, but the
I would
Zord.
say-
What do you think?
Do your special.
Oh, the one that attacks her. Oh,
Oh, shit.
oh,
You know
fuck.
what? You should probably use a maple
Hmm.
so that she can group heal when she needs to.
A maple syrup.
Yeah.
Maple syrup. What does that do?
Gives you your magic
power.
points back.
Yeah.
You're gonna use it on him.
Doesn't
They-
matter. It's overall.
we share it.
Oh, I see. I fucking hate him so much.
Yeah.
Yeller.
All right. Come back, Mario.
This fight is tough.
Yeah, dude, this is a really hard fight. I think this fight's harder than a lot of the other ones.
Yeah,
say
this is. I remember being stuck on this for a little bit as a kid.
That's interesting though that they give you the levels continuously. It is a really forgiving RPG.
What should I do? Should I heal Peach?
If they all focus on her, then you're going.
Yeah, why not? Because you
Yeah.
you can.
Because I can still attack
She can
with
group
Bowser.
hug, and
Yeah.
you can use your special with Bowser,
Yeah.
yeah, or your magic.
So
So
yeah,
Green
like
uses
I like
magic,
living in
yeah.
the city now, like, and we're kind of going through not a crisis of conscience, but just like, should we move out? Should we stay here? I'm just like living it up. We're like really enjoying it right now. So I don't know if we want to raise our son in the city for the same reason that I was like, go play in the street.
Yeah, I liked growing up in the suburbs. I think it was.
There
cool.
we go.
There you go. All right. So how is the other guy gonna power up though? That's the thing. I liked growing up in the suburbs, and I'll say that I think I had a good childhood, but it was always like when we would go up to New York a lot, Dom, I would always look at kids that are like growing up in the city, and I'd be like, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool as hell. I wonder if any of like our viewers have grown up in the city. Like,
if you have, leave a comment and let us know.
I feel
let
like
us know what it was like.
You get a lot more experience in life when you're in the city.
Yeah.
You get a lot more variance and a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Your mind's opened up a little bit more.
I didn't meet a Jewish kid until I went to middle school.
Dude,
Yeah.
right? Well,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I was paying attention. I fucking lost it.
Yeah, I said
Got
that
real excited
profound
about
thing.
meeting a Jewish kid.
Well, no, I went to like Catholic school for a bit, and like, you know, there's a Jewish kid, and I was like, I thought you guys weren't around anymore, because you hear about like the, you know, like the Jews being lost, and you're like, oh, they're just like ancient people. You know what I mean?
You thought Jewish people weren't around anymore?
Well, yeah, dude. When all you hear about Jewish people is in the Bible. And like, well, Jesus isn't around anymore. Those people aren't around
They
anymore.
probably didn't hang out
Sumerians aren't around anymore. Neither are the Corinthians. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're part of that whole thing.
Mesopotamians are gone.
Well, that's one of the things about living in the suburbs is that you get a really,
Yeah.
skewed view of like what the world is like because
Yeah.
you're
Right.
only around people who are similar to you. you know?
Exactly. Real quick, Brad wants us to take a little break.
Okay. Hey, that's okay with me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brandon, we're cool with that.
All right.
Hey, Brad, real quick, why don't you go play in the street?
Damn. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to ContinueQuest. We were just talking about
Growing
Judaism.
What did you say?
Judaism.
Judaism.
But yeah, no, growing up in the city is cool. I mean, not only do you get a variety of cultures, but I'm sure people, like, I was 28 before I had my first bowl of ramen. You know?
Right, yeah.
Like, I'm sure kids living in the city are eating delicious foods all the
Oh
time.
yeah. Well, we would be in New York, and they'd be fucking like 10-year-olds walking next to me down like whatever avenue we were on, and I'd be like, holy fuck.
Where's your mom at?
Yeah. But they were just super independent, and I would always be like, when I was a kid, because in the suburbs, the whole point is like protect you from everything. Be
Yeah.
insulated. Don't deal with anybody. You live in this very nice neighborhood that's not near any main roads.
Yeah,
You know.
I remember like going to Philadelphia. I was like, we have to go to Philadelphia. That's scary and far away.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's people who live in the suburbs and they're like, oh, you guys, the house is just so far away. Like, how it's gonna take us at least half an hour to get there. It's like, you guys live in the suburbs. Everything is half an hour away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Are they
nice
Zordon
work.
up?
Yeah, there's Jordan up.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Are they all back, though? The other four?
No,
it's just him.
Oh, okay. I thought they would, like, turn into a giant monster and you'd have to fight them. I didn't think it was just the head.
It's just the head, but it has like lasers and shit.
This is cool, though, because it's very, like, it's very much so Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it's also a Super Mario ship with the cannons on the side.
Yeah.
It's the style of the old ships like they have. It's cool. Oh, fuck. It's the fucking
Did the
king from
effect
Katamari.
go? Is the effect going? Did it just freeze?
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
That's
Are you-
bullshit.
But effing kidding me?
Oh my god. That's stupid.
Mm.
I
Well-
feel I'm defeated.
Let's take a little break and sort this shit
We'll
out.
be right back. We'll be right back.
You know, I just gotta say that,
Hold on, are we...
yeah, this is me talking.
Okay. We're back, we fixed it.
Well, I mean, Brad, you sat over there doing nothing, dude.
You didn't really help us at all, Brad.
Yeah. I don't know why we hired you, and I don't know why we don't pay you. That didn't work.
It's just sad.
Didn't work. This is a joke. It didn't work.
I think we're geniuses for not paying him, personally.
Yeah.
I think I'm a real Genesis for not paying him.
A real
Kind of a sad state of
Just
affairs.
two bad jokes, guys. Two bad jokes.
Hey, even professional baseball players bat under 500.
You're right.
You know what
You're
I'm saying?
right, Paul.
Not gonna hit everyone.
You're right. Back to gold.
Back to
now.
gold. Now you're gonna hit gold.
Welcome back to Solid Gold Chats.
We had a little problem. The emulator, it has its issues.
Yeah. Wait, I think the next playthrough of whatever we do, we'll do
A real thing.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I would love to do that. That's
Yeah.
gonna. Are we gonna have to get the gold chocobo?
I don't know. I've never played it.
That takes like 100
Oh.
hours. He's never played it. We talked about that.
Yeah,
should
I think we should do it.
Maybe let's not do the gold chocobo.
That's
it's 100 hours.
still like a
How
50-hour game.
How about Game Shark code for Gold Chocobo?
Yeah,
There it is.
And we just move
you
it
know
right
what?
along.
This Dick Murphy and his Game Shark, you know, I'm starting to come around to it.
Coming around on the shark. Oh man, this breaker beam fucks shit up, dude.
Do you remember in the early 2000s when Game Shark got 2 mascots?
No? What?
What?
Yeah, they were these women in like leather with huge breasts.
What?
Yeah,
Hold
let me see
up.
if I can.
They
let
were
me
the
see if I
Game
can-
Sharks?
No, I don't know if they were the Game Sharks, but they were huge-breasted women.
Well, 2000. That was 2000 video games right there. Turn of the new millennium. It was like slap some tits on it right around for those 10 years or so, maybe a little bit less, till like 2008. Till people started being like, hey, comment on the tits everywhere, guys.
Yeah, well,
Booth babes, you know, like that was like the height of the booth babe era.
you know, I gotta say, if you just look at porn from that time compared to porn today, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's very
Much
weird.
safer.
Lot more fake boobs then.
A lot more fake boobs now.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, here's one. Okay. Who is this artist? I feel like I know this artist.
The 90s were a big fake boob time. That was like fake boobs were real popular.
Well, I think
Here, hand that to Nick.
Eyes Wide Shut is a great. That's not that. There's
Oh, I don't remember that.
yeah, there's bigger breasts than that. It's actually not.
He did it.
I'm gonna put Game Shark Girls.
He beat him.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh,
we did
way to
it.
go!
He beat the Action Rangers.
Boop.
Eyes Wide Shut is a really good example of like what was considered hot at the time,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like fake breasts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about that movie is all the women in it are really like skinny and emaciated at the time. He was definitely a comment on the culture of sexuality at that time.
Yeah, that's why I really like that movie.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, I like that movie for lots of reasons, but
It's super scary.
Mostly
Yeah.
the anonymous sex.
Yes.
yeah.
That's what's great about living in Philadelphia, guys.
The anonymous sex and Venetian masks.
Well, there's so
yeah.
many old buildings here that you can step into almost any one, and
Yeah.
there's a cult
And there's a
going
fuck
on.
party going on.
There's
yeah.
sex clubs in Philadelphia.
That's true. Home of the world's largest glory hole maze. I believe the bathhouse.
Yeah, you just walk and there's just like, well, there's a wall full of holes. It could be anything. Oh, there it is. And then you turn and you move to the next spot, and it's like, oh,
this
another
one's
one.
a prettier dick.
I'm not sure if this is a real thing or not. guys.
Let me go ahead and I'm gonna do a little search here.
Is there really a very large sex place in Philadelphia? Sex club?
Yeah, dude, Gino lived.
Oh my god, yeah, he lived next door to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, our buddy Gino, our DP on a lot of the projects we DP, funny that I'm using that term during this.
DP sex club.
He lived next door to a house that was a sex club. He said they were very nice people. During the day, he would talk to them, and they would.
I believe it.
But he said like every weekend night and some weeknights, it would just get rowdy next door, and
this
just
toad.
cars would show up, and it was just madness.
I have to. So the place I'm referring to is near some of the comedy clubs that are in Philly, across from Helium and stuff. It's called the Bathhouse. And I just pulled up an article on bareback.com. It says, so, which Philadelphia bathhouse would you go to for some great sex? I know CBC is the most popular, but why can't we take advantage of the size of the Sampson Street Gym and get a monthly, weekly group BB schedule set up? Oh, wow. These are guys really coordinating some sex.
They're looking for it.
So what they do is they just rent out a bathhouse
Well,
and then just bang in it. That's
they're-
that allowed?
I gotta find the
I
one,
guess
because the
so.
one I saw commented on the glory hole thing that I was talking about.
Well,
Look,
okay,
it's just ridiculous. We can't get a good glory hole.
just trying to get a real good glory hole going this weekend, guys. The thing about that is, okay, that's like anonymous, like just like a sex party that's going on. The scary thing about Eyes Wide Shut is it's like horrific cult sex where they're like training these women to be just sex tools for them for their weekend romps. That's what's scary about that movie. It's fucking horrifying.
What's also
Secrets?
scary about that movie is how we look at injustice every day and do nothing about it.
Yes. Great movie. If you haven't seen it,
Fantastic.
one of my favorite Kubricks. One of your favorite Kubricks, right?
Yeah, I would say The Shining is one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really like Eyes Wide Shut. Obviously, 2001 is his best film, hands down. But Eyes Wide Shut is really great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Kubricks.
I like A Clockwork Orange a lot too.
I still have to sit down and watch it.
That's one of my faves.
Yeah.
What? Oh, this is that secret river.
Yeah, we did that before.
Okay. So where to next? Speaking of sex parties.
Oh, here we go.
I can't remember.
Where do we go next? Do you have to go? Well, how many stars do you have?
5.
How many are there? 7?
No, we have
We have to have 6 by now.
I think we have
6.
6. Yeah.
What?
So I
Yeah.
think you got to go to the castle, right?
The
Yeah, I
7th
think
should be
you
the
talk
last
to the-
one.
Go to the
I think
Mushroom
you-
Kingdom because it usually tells. They usually.
I think you got to talk to the prince, and he's got to turn the bus on,
Ah.
and then the bus
correct.
takes you to
Magic school bus.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
You go
Whoa.
inside the king.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna read this.
Please do.
This is pretty. It's gonna get not safe for work.
All right.
Not
So
that this.
if you're listening
not
to
that
this
this
on-
ever has been.
Right, but if you're listening at work and you don't want to hear some weird sex party stuff, put on some headphones or turn it or skip ahead.
So this guy's talking about he's comparing. This is from 2010.
Okay.
He's comparing the different clubs to have some sex in.
Uh-huh.
And I've told the managers of Sansom how they could attract more of a crowd by improving the glory hole maze and creating a 2-tiered cocksucking pit, like Steamworks in Chicago. Travel around the U.S.
Cock-sucking pit.
The escapades, the thrill of the cocksucking pit. A 2-tiered cocksucking pit. They invested in some changes. Would also be nice if they had a decent steam room / sauna. It gets hot, and I do like to spend time on my knees in the glory hole maze. Okay, this maybe got too into it here.
Yeah, you're finding out some details here.
But it's cramped and smelly, and the guys are mediocre with an occasional winner. That's a bummer. To be crawling around looking for like good
looking
time,
for a good dick.
no good D's around.
Yeah.
The occasional winner.
Occasional winner.
I wouldn't be going.
Wait, you
back.
think he's talking about the D's or the guys that are sucking the D's?
I believe I believe that man enjoys sucking the D's.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
why he's on his hands.
Yeah,
and
that's
knees.
why he's looking for him.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're right.
That guy went on to make the Yelp of sex. Whatever that app is.
Whatever that app is.
Yif. That's what I came up with.
Yif.
Yifbusters.com. I did not know that we had such a thriving sex party community here.
Yeah, well,
I started as a
Philadelphia-
joke, and then I guess it actually is a fact.
Yeah, no, Philadelphia's got a pretty strong gay community in terms. Like, I mean,
Well,
they-
yeah,
like,
yeah, totally.
I remember they put the rainbow flag on in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I mean, neighborhood's like always been a
yeah.
thing.
I
where-
think the neighborhood was like something that was like supposed to be derogatory at first, and then everybody
they owned
and
it.
then it
Well,
was
I
like,
mean, like,
Yeah.
like,
No,
all- yeah,
it
they
is, it's the
embraced it.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
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 There's I
It was all
remember.
way before like any sort of like gay marriage was legal or anything. Like decades ago, neighborhood was a thing.
Yeah.
Where you would go down and there were blocks in Philadelphia that just had the rainbow flag for blocks.
And gay bars named
Yeah.
gay
Yeah.
stuff. Like I believe there's a bar
Woody's.
called the Full Moon Saloon.
Is there?
Yeah.
I never heard of that one. I've
Never
been to
heard
Woody's.
Woody's,
Woody's is
yeah.
a fun ass place.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
They
the
got
Full
good
Moon
DJs
Saloon
that play
I haven't been in it. I've only passed outside of it because it was down at the Phillies parade when they won.
Oh, okay.
So we were looking for a bar to hang out in, and it was closed at the time.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah.
Woody's always had good DJs show up. I saw the dudes from Death from Above, their DJ night,
Oh.
DJ group called Mastercraft. Saw them play there. That
Oh,
was
cool.
And I saw someone else that was really cool DJ there. They always pull in the best ones.
I like that this guy is an iteration of Lakitu.
Yeah. He's a working like it too.
Yeah, he got himself a job. He stopped harassing Mario.
So where are they taking you?
We're going to Bowser's Keep, guys.
So you're taking Bowser back to his keep.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna help him. So this is like the Odyssey. We're going back and we're gonna kick the suitors out.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it is like the Odyssey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck them suitors.
Fuck
It's
them
like when
suitors
Jesus
up.
goes to the temple and he's like,
Nah,
y'all ain't selling shit in this temple.
You ain't gambling in here, flap.
I think you guys have heard me tell this story about the Odyssey before, but that's one of my favorite parts of the story is when he infiltrates his home
Yeah.
as like a beggar.
Right.
And the one the main suitor, who's probably going to get with his wife.
Yeah.
He kind of feels bad for him, Odysseus. And he's like, "Hey, man, I think Odysseus is back. You should get out of here." And he's like, "Nah, dude, not happening." He's like, "That's my wife over there. I'm just going to go marry her someday." He's like, "All right." And so they have an archery contest, right? And that's when Odysseus reveals himself that he is, in fact, Odysseus.
Right.
And the first person he kills is the main suitor. He's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
"Fuck you, dude. You had your chance."
I gave you an out.
Boom, headshot.
I'm a good guy. I gave you the out.
Boom, headshot. Remember that? That's old internet.
That's some good old internet right there. Speaking of old internet, Brad's saying we got to get off the old internet.
All right.
This episode's wrapping up. We killed the Power Ranger people.
We did
We're
it.
about to take over the castle, and we're going to win it back for Bowser. We'll be back in 1 week to finish this shit.
We'll
Much
see
like
you
these
real
monsters.
soon, and maybe we'll talk more gay stuff.
Yeah, much like
Please.
these monsters, we're getting scared off.
See ya.